I find myself being like, can I say that? Should I say this? Like, does that position me in this way? Does that make me look like this? And I'm like, no, I can't do that.
Yeah.
I can't be concerned and worried about what everyone is going to want or like or need from me. Like, I can't. That's throwing me out of authenticity, if anything, because I'm starting to think and care. And like, to be really fucking honest with you, the reason I lost weight is because of the amount of people that would comment on my videos calling me chunky.
See?
And like someone called me a shiny chunkus, which like is kind of funny. But like also,
sorry?
those words, they stick to you.
Correct.
And like, I'm strong, like you can't break me from those words. But like the reason I moved is because like, I mean, I had a Gen Z comment being like, girl, we're in 2025 and you still have a gut on you, like grow up. And I'm like,
oh, what's up, She's Not Selling Sisters? In my opinion, I have an opinion. And I want to hear your opinions on my opinions on opinions on opinions. So I'll see you on the inside and we can all have opinions. You won't want to miss this one. Right.
righty.
Sometimes I think we fluff around, we riz a lot.
In your opinion?
In my... Start this again. Brooke, in my opinion, I have an opinion. And you can tell me how much you don't like my opinion in the comments.
I'm a bit...
No, in my opinion. Why am I saying this?
I just want to let you know that I think like the way you directed that at me was like very aggressive.
They call me Tough Love Tash for a reason. Do you know what I mean? No, why are we saying this? Obviously we're joking. Why are we saying this though?
Well, I really want to talk to you today about like what happens when you are in alignment, and you are being your authentic self, which means you literally are not even compelled. It's like you only speak your truth because that's what happens when you're being authentic. It's like you only speak your truth.
Yeah, you express the opinions that mean something to you.
Right.
But there's obviously authenticity, as we know, in the map of consciousness is the highest frequency that you can vibrate at. However, with that, with the brightest light always comes the darkest shadows. Always. And so why are we talking about this today?
Well, in complete honesty, I received a voice note today from a member in the community.
Okay.
And she was like, hey, a lot of people have sent me like this episode that you guys did. And she was like, and it was very well worded message. Like I could tell she'd thought about it. And again, this is absolutely no shade thrown. It's actually sparked a conversation that I want to have and a discussion I want to open up because I'd love to hear your opinion as well. And she was kind of like, hey, I really, the reason I loved this community is because I've always felt that you want every woman to win and it's always felt really great. But after hearing this, I just don't know if I want to come to the gala. I don't know if I feel safe anymore. Kind of said stuff like that and just kind of asked me what was the outcome of me doing that. Now, I could have completely butchered that slightly, but the point is she was basically sharing that she thought that was I misrepresented some of the values and standards that I have for myself.
Which I don't think you did though, because we're talking about the MLM episode, right? Let's be clear so people know what we're talking about. The amount of feedback that we got on that, which was positive, which was thank you for saying the difference. Why did we film that? Because we get people coming into She Sells thinking that they're going to be selling products. Yeah. Selling shampoos, conditioners, whatever, right? That's not what we do.
Yeah.
And so they're like, well, I don't understand because I'm seeing these ads everywhere on Seek, LinkedIn for a high ticket closer, but I have to pay sometimes $10,000, $15,000, $20,000 for something before I start. We don't do product affiliation. That's not what we do. And so we put that out there as an FAQ so people could actually make up their own minds what path they want to go down. We don't care. We don't care. Brooke used to be an MLM queen.
That's what I actually wrote back to her and I said, hey, I rewatched the episode. I took time out of my day to watch the episode because I was like, when my values are questioned or there's feedback given, I always take it on board. I am actually so open to feedback. So I rewatched it and I'm like,
we were very careful with what we said and how we said it.
But I also said, in my opinion, and this is just coming from my experience, and I even said, I know that this industry has evolved and I know that they do things differently now. And this is absolutely no shade thrown. And then of course, you're Tough Love Tash. We're speaking about speaking in alignment and speaking our truth. you said the funny thing about like, it's kind of like an ex-boyfriend coming back telling you that they've changed. And I'm like, I laughed because it was fucking funny.
Yeah.
But like, I didn't think we spoke out of line. And so I ended up saying, I'm really sorry if like something that I've said has, you know, made you feel that I don't want you to win or that you're not safe in this community.
That never came across in the episode.
Yeah. And so then I said, like, can you tell me what specifically was said?
Nice.
Yeah. Just because, you know, unclear is unkind.
Exactly.
So I asked for extra clarity and specifics around, you know, what it was.
You were probing to get clarity on what it is.
And then to obviously also, because she was very respectful, very respectful. And I also, it wasn't like, she didn't tell me that I gave her the ick or anything, like, you know who. It was a very respectable, like, message. And so, like, I'm never going to be triggered by that. I was more just like, hey, cool, let's talk about it.
Yeah.
But it got me thinking, you never are going to win and appease to everybody.
No. Even if someone is like to you, hey, like, I am filling you in a room with everyone who loves apples. And you're like, great, I'm going to take them to my apple farm. We're all going to make apple pie. And you're like, everyone's going to love this. And then everyone sits at the table to get the pie. And this one person is like, I thought this was going to be a peach pie. What the fuck is this?
Yeah.
And you're like, but you knew. You came along. You said you liked, no, I just feel like peaches now. It doesn't matter.
Yeah.
You'll always have the one person that is not going to agree. But that's okay. But when people say, in my opinion, you also need to respect that that's their opinion. Right? We've become so, what's the word? Sensitive?
Yeah.
As a society to other people's opinions. Who fucking cares? Right? Remember how good life was when you just didn't give a shit, when social media wasn't around and everyone could blab their mouth and you just have to be like, cool, I hear you. Look, I don't personally agree, but that's your thing.
We wouldn't even say that. Like, sometimes you would just be like, okay, cool. Like, yeah, that's your opinion.
Exactly.
And you'd just be able to move on. Like,
Exactly.
now we can't do or say anything. It's like, I like your authenticity until I don't.
Exactly. I will dissect everything to make sure that it fits my frame of reference for reality. If it doesn't, I'm going to tear you down and cancel you out. Like, cancel culture is a real thing.
Oh, it's scary.
Yeah.
Like, did you see what happened to Tammy? Someone reported her Instagram and Meta just shut everything down and deleted and erased everything.
Who's that?
Tammy Sherby's happened to her.
Our Tammy?
Yep.
Sorry?
Yeah, just read her post before being like, I have to start again. All my memories, everything has been erased. Someone just decided to report, and that was enough for Meta to be like, yep, nah, delete, erase, everything's gone.
Oh, Tori messaged me today thinking that someone had reported my account because it's gone. And
but why are you needing to have a break?
Right, because in my opinion, I had an opinion about something, and some guy just thinks it's okay to slide into my DM and say one of the most horrible things that he could say to me. And I was just like, on any other day, I wouldn't give a shit. But on this particular week, everything was just compounding. You know, you just can't.
Yeah, I know.
And I was like, I would rather just be off social media and connect to what actually matters, which is real fucking life.
Yeah.
Real life. Than deal with someone not liking my opinion and then me hearing his shitty opinion that I didn't ask for. Right? So we must be very careful when we approach people who are sharing their experience. It's their experience. But also to have the discernment for yourself. If I don't like something that Brooke said, I have to ask myself, am I just projecting an insecurity onto her and giving her the responsibility of making me feel better?
Yeah.
Or do I not actually agree with her opinion?
Yeah. Like that's the thing as well. Like what kind of irks me is when you give someone feedback, like before I would ever do that, by the way, I would always ask myself, like, what is coming up for me?
Right.
What is actually coming up for me and what do I want to say with this? Because for me, when you give someone feedback, it's always got to be around what it triggered in you.
Yeah, because we're used to doing the mirror work though, right?
Exactly. It's like, hey, I just want to let you know I was tagged a lot in that video and I watched it and I actually found that it triggered this in me. And so I want to thank you because it's shown me the work that I need to go away and do.
Yeah, amazing.
Not like, hey, this is wrong or like, hey, this was misrepresented. You know, the whole work that I do with women when we run our challenger sessions and we learn how to be a leader is to be able to speak your truth, be able to do that and stand firm in that boundary and not just go straight to what most women do, which is like, oh, I'm so sorry. Did I offend you? I'm so sorry.
Yeah.
It's like, no, I'm not I'm not going to apologize for what I said, and I'm certainly not going to let someone, and because like this is part of the story that most people aren't even aware of, like when I spoke my truth about MLM and what it meant to me, it wasn't a direct attack on anybody. It was how I was feeling. I was getting a visceral response in my body when the idea was starting to surface around whether we collaborated with MLMs and whether we were going to put closers on these types of accounts.
Yeah.
I was getting a visceral response.
Yeah.
And every time I went to catch up with these people, like have a conversation around it, I was like, this doesn't feel right for me. This doesn't feel like
Body
what
is
I'm about.
Screaming warning signs at you.
Right. And so when I openly spoke about MLM, I had someone actually say to me, hey, this industry is really small. Like you should, you should. Well, yeah, without saying that directly, it was definitely
should watch it.
Yeah, you shouldn't speak like that about it. Like this industry is small, and I'm kind of like, but it's my truth.
Yeah, why would you back into a box just because someone's like, you shouldn't speak your truth though, Brooke?
Right. Like, why are you trying to dim my light right now?
Exactly.
Like, I'm sorry if you took that as I'm directing this at you. It's got nothing to do with you.
Yeah.
Do I disagree with some of the ways you're talking about it? 1,000%. Am I allowed to speak on that? Yes. Do you have to agree? No. Can we still respect each other? Absolutely.
Right? Like, when did it become so hard to be like, okay, Brooke's favorite color is pink, mine is purple. I hate you because yours is pink. What? That's literally what I see when I see people doing that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
And so it's nice that you can still stand firm and like probe in that. Because when I got that DM, I was like, okay, my ego right now could be like, you need to do this and you need to back off. And I'm like, nah, can't be fucked. Just off.
He's just chipping away at you though, like slowly breaking you down.
But it's a perfect mirror. It's a perfect mirror because now I've been able to go internally and be like, why am I having such a visceral response to his opinion about my opinion? Right? So it's good because I'm doing the work, but I don't need to go on and defend myself because it's not about ego right now. It's about me going inside saying, right, what's being triggered in me right now?
Yeah.
I don't need to do that. I don't ever, like, I'm going to get really controversial right now.
Okay.
You know the guy who was just assassinated, CK, Charlie Kirk?
Yes.
Right, so I didn't know who the fuck he was until the assassination. I had no idea because I don't watch the news, like, ever. And so I was really, like, disappointed with humanity.
Yeah.
In that whole week, month, everything. Because people were like, good, celebrating his death. I didn't agree with his opinions. Sorry.
Yeah.
Just because you don't agree with someone's opinions, you think it's okay to celebrate someone being assassinated because he has a different opinion to you?
It's disgusting. I actually had to take a break. Humans are not supposed to see something like that, and they're certainly not supposed to see other humans celebrating that, and then scroll on and see a dog laughing, and then be able to just change. They're not the emotion. Like the emotion is not being moved.
Exactly.
It's like you see something traumatic, and then the next minute you're laughing at the next thing. It's like we're not designed to be able to do that.
Yeah, it normalizes cancel culture. It normalizes opinion, like the opinions and not having the same opinion, and that it's okay to actually kill someone for that. And then it's kind of like, we're also not supposed to be agreeable all the time. Evolution and like the progress of humanity in the world comes off people disagreeing and saying, you know what, I can do that better. I can do that better. I can do that better.
Yeah.
That's feedback. It's a cycle. It's a loop. If we just agreed all the time on one thing, we would never progress.
Never.
There'd never be companies like, what is it? The famous brothers that have the two sports companies. Is it like Adidas and Puma or something? And they split off or whatever it was.
Okay.
There's something famous like that. They split off because they couldn't agree, and now they're both amazing.
Yeah.
MLM and high ticket sales.
Yes.
Same thing, right?
Yeah.
Choose your avenue, choose your brand, but shut the fuck up. Do you know what I mean? Like, we can all have respect for each other and not agree with opinions.
Right.
I have respect for Shelly over there who's making $40K a month in MLM. I'm like, go ahead, Shelly.
Right.
Do I agree with the structure? No, but I don't care. You can go do it. I'm not going to tear you down.
Exactly right. That's my whole point. It's like we can have that mutual respect for each other, but I can still speak my truth about it.
Yeah.
Because it's my fucking truth.
Yes. But have the respect to agree to disagree and move on.
Exactly. Shake hands, remain friends. Like,
that's nice.
You don't have to then say to someone like, oh, I wouldn't consider you for speaking gigs because you don't believe in this business model. Like,
right. That's like saying you're not allowed in the room because you're a Muslim and I'm Christian. Sorry. When did that become okay?
Yeah, it's wrong. It's really wrong. And like, the more we speak about it now, the more I'm like, it is actually really hard to show up online and be authentic and speak your truth. Like, the amount of times, Tash, like lately that I have just felt this pull to be offline.
Yeah.
Like I get on and you know me, I'm showing up with my pimple patches. Like I don't give a fuck because like I'm just like this. You either like me or you don't. Exactly. I don't give a fuck.
Yeah.
But like I have been lately finding myself recording, deleting so-and-so won't like that. Recording.
Right.
Deleting, that will offend so-and-so. And I'm like, no.
Yeah.
Like, no.
Yeah.
No. And so I'm like, nah. I don't care now.
Yeah.
If you want to say what you want to say about me, cool. Send me the energy. Just go for it.
Yeah.
Like,
It's really interesting. Like we're obviously going through the same kind of thing, but with you it's different because you get so many people sent to your page. And so what I see happen with personal brands and women online, specifically women online, is the bigger that you get, the more you become this thing instead of a person. And so it's easier for people to give their opinions onto you to forget that you're just a human. You're a mum. You're a girl just trying to find her way through the world. Right. And people are just in your inboxes being like, why are you like that, Brooke?
Yeah.
Why are you saying that, Brooke?
Yeah.
You hurt my feelings, Brooke.
yeah.
She's not responsible for your feelings, by the way. You are responsible for your feelings. Go and do some work. Because she's just a woman who's trying to do her fucking best. And we're allowed to have differing opinions.
Yeah. You said that so beautifully. That's it. Like at the moment, there is 4.8 million views on my Instagram page.
Yeah. See, everyone's watching and waiting for the downfall.
4.8 million.
This is what I say.
That's a lot to hold. And it's like also a lot to like, I find myself being like, can I say that? Should I say this? Like, does that position me in this way? Does that make me look like this? And I'm like, no, I can't do that.
Yeah.
I can't be concerned and worried about what everyone is going to want or like or need from me. Like, I can't. That's throwing me out of authenticity, if anything, because I'm starting to think and care. And I've had to check myself lately because I have started to think and check and care around what people think of me. And like, to be really fucking honest with you, the reason I lost weight is because of the amount of people that would comment on my videos calling me chunky.
See?
And like someone called me a shiny chunkus, which like is kind of funny. But like also
sorry?
Those words, they stick to you.
Correct.
And like I'm strong, like you can't break me from those words. But like the reason I moved is because like, I mean, I had a Gen Z comment being like, girl, we're in 2025 and you still have a gut on you, like grow up. And I'm like, oh. Like, okay.
Wow. See, people's insecurities will just flow through in their negative comments. And it just makes me sad that people think that that's really okay because come say that to my face. You'll say it to my fist. Do you know what I mean? But that's what I mean. People forget. You would never say that to me in person because you would be too afraid because if I fucking said that to you, I'd expect you to clock me in the face and check my bullying tendencies. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah.
Keyboard warrior is not cute.
No.
It's not cute.
They come back to you as well and they're like, yeah, but you're the one putting yourself out there. So you just got to expect the bullying. And no, that's fucking wrong.
No.
Bullying is bullying.
Yeah.
No matter just because I'm putting myself out there and I'm trying to create impact and I'm trying to like literally show up in this world and not hide anymore.
Exactly.
Like be seen. Do you know how hard that is? Like it's so hard and I just want to run away and hide sometimes. But like I don't. I keep showing up.
Yep. The fear of being seen is so real.
Oh, it's so real. That's a huge thing that I had to overcome in the beginning. And even now that I get bigger and that things start to escalate and you know there are bigger creators that are posting about me, like I have to be like seen and I can't just run away and hide.
Yeah.
And there's been times that I absolutely want to do that. Please know that. But when did bullying just become, well, you're a content creator, so you should just expect it?
Right. Well, this is why this is a famous saying for a reason. But like with great power comes great responsibility. And so majority of the world is not made for this great responsibility. And you've taken it upon yourself, which is beautiful, to trailblaze for a lot of women who fucking hell never saw a different option, a different way in life. So first of all, let's be thankful, right? Second of all, if you don't agree. Don't worry about it. Just go a different way. But I have a piece of advice for the women who, there are going to be people who get triggered. There's always people who get triggered.
Oh, well, he was the whole point of this episode.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, I'm gonna get a few voice notes about this one.
I'm going to get triggering Tash. Here we go. It's funny because I rarely get the voice notes because I think they know that I'm not a cheerleader. I'd be like, are you fucking serious right now?
Yeah.
Like, what's coming up for you right now that you're projecting onto me? So ask yourself that question before you send a voice note. But the piece of advice is bullying is never okay. Like to the fact of this social media platform. On this level, bullying is not okay, right? When you do it in person and you check someone for being an asshole, great. I love that. Be like, don't be such a fucking bully. If you wouldn't want your child to go through what Brooke's going through online, why would you want Brooke to go through it? You don't want your child, you don't want your daughter coming home crying because someone called me a shiny chunkers. Someone said that I can't talk about MLM because they hurt my feelings. What are you going to say to your daughter right now? Just take a moment and think on that. That's what I want to say.
Yeah, that's beautiful. Yeah, that's exactly right. Just check yourself. Just
check yourself.
Ask
check
yourself, like,
at the
is
door.
this okay to say to someone,
Yeah.
another human being?
Yeah.
Another human being. Do you feel... And you know what? Like, I do have faith in humanity. Like, there's been times where, like, you've caught me on a bad day. Someone once said something about like, how could you ever respect this girl? She's got dirty feet.
I remember that. And then the way you responded was so good.
Yeah. I went on her page and I looked, she was like a woman of God. And I just thought, nah.
No.
There's no way I'm letting that fly.
Though.
Yeah, they don't. And to be fair, she apologized and was like, I'm so
ashamed.
Out. Yeah, I'm so ashamed. I'm so embarrassed. Like, I thought it was lighthearted. And this is the thing, when you just text, like, you can never be sure that the person receiving that is going to perceive it the same way you did.
But that was a lie, though. It wasn't lighthearted. We all know our malintentions behind when we do things like that. But it's being called out and then aligning that with the values that you say you have that's mismatching. That it's like, let's try and dig myself out of this. But also good that she took accountability and responsibility. Right. Like, that's what we need.
Well, I want to believe that humans, and like, I know there's outliers to this. I know, I mean, look what happened to Charlie Kirk. There's definitely outliers to this, but I want to believe that everyone acts without malicious intent. I really do want to believe that. I mean, if you even like go into the, you know, you look at terrorists and why they do what they do, they truly believe they're doing it for the betterment of humanity, and they're doing it for their God. Like, no, I like to believe and hold on to the fact that no one ever acts in malintent. And yes, cool, look, there is outliers to that. I know there are some evil people in this world. I know that. But when you send a text, you can never guarantee, given you have no idea about this person, you have no idea if they're going to read it or not, and you have no idea if they're going to perceive it the same way that you intended.
Exactly.
So just don't say it.
Yeah. No, I like that. I don't believe in the malicious intent, because there we go. We're agreeing to disagree.
Exactly.
What I think instead of is the betterment of humanity is I just believe that everyone acts from their wounded child. That's it.
Yeah, hurt people.
Exactly.
Yeah,
so if their wounded child is literally like calling out for attention, calling out for security because they've never been seen, but they're seeing someone who's not afraid to be seen and they're like, well, that's hurting my ego right now. Like, how can I do that? That's just your inner child that's just screaming out, crying out for you to actually take some care.
Right.
Take some time.
Yes.
Right?
I like that. That kind of fits into what I'm saying, though. They don't actually intend for it to be nasty.
It's not, exactly. But it'll come out that way because their ego will be like, oh, but their hurt child is too hurt. Yes. I don't want to go to that right now.
Exactly right. Oh, my God. I love that so much.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think that's it.
That's it. That's perfectly summed it up. It's like it's always, if something is triggered in you, it's always about you. It's always about you. Like, go away and figure out what it is. That's my advice to anybody who gets triggered by something. Like, gosh, there's been times that we've been triggered by each other and we've been like...
We had conversations though.
Yeah, we've had conversations, but we've also gone away and been like, right, what is coming up for me? Where do I need to do the work?
Yeah.
And we are so much better and so much stronger, and our friendship is literally unbreakable because we both have that respect for each other.
We don't leave each other unseen.
Right.
So this is the thing, right? If you're going to have a differing opinion and you want to call someone out on their opinion, call out to understand. Don't call out to argue and say that you're wrong. Call out to have a collaborative conversation. That's the difference.
Yeah.
Don't leave someone on red. Don't just be like, you're this, you're that, you hurt me. That's not... That's not collaborative.
Someone's going to get on the defense for that.
Exactly. We don't do that. You want to always seek to understand. Like, this is why sales is everything, right? You come from curiosity. That's all that you need to do.
Yeah. And be open to see something from someone's like a different perspective.
Exactly.
Like, even today when I was like, hey, maybe Bali isn't actually trying to kick you out, but it's encouraging you to be somewhere else.
And I was like,
you were like, holy shit.
Yeah.
Holy shit, I've not thought of it like that.
Yeah.
But how much, like, when you think that way, how much better do things feel knowing that Bali's actually got you?
Yeah.
It's showing you what you need, which it does.
Exactly.
So.
Exactly. Just because something feels rough in the moment doesn't mean that was the intention, right?
Yeah.
Oh, I love that.
Love that.
Bye.
Bye.
It was a heavy one. Bye. Love you all.
With love.
With love, always.